Well, right on. Friends, this is a very special day to be able to get to entertain you here with this amalgamation of players. And to tell you the truth, I've been looking forward to this happening for a long time. And now that it's happening, at some point something's bound to go right. I get to play with some incredible musicians, most of whom you know, but I'm always a fan of giving credit where credit's due. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Goldmark on pedal steel. Now, this next guy, he does not have to take a gig. He has the luxury and hard-earned fact of only taking the gigs he wants. So the fact that he chose to do this one means a lot to me. Ladies and gentlemen, world-renowned drumming legend Paul Ravelli. A fellow Midwesterner, a guide in life. You could fill that entire bookshelf with things this man knows. Another one with things he won't ever tell you. But that's good. Snitches get stitches. From Flint, Michigan, we call him the Force of Flint, Tim Wagar. In honor of true honky tonk, let's kick this off in the key of F if you're drumming along with a good old Win Stewart number called Playboy. They call me a playboy as I'm making my rounds, chasing the bright lights to every night spot in town. Though I'll never show it, my heart's breaking in two. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you. I once had a real love, that was when I had you. Now I'll never feel love with somebody new. This false front I'm wearing, it's just to cover my blues. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you. Oh yeah, Joe. Joe. Playboy, as I'm making my rounds, chasing the bright lights to every night spot in town. Though I'll never show it, my heart's breaking in two. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you. I once had a real love, that was when I had you. Now I'll never feel love with somebody new. This false front I'm wearing is just to cover my blues. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you. Thank you, friends. We're off and running here. And I noticed that it was cool when I walked up, it just says, and Honky Tonk. Right there at the front. I said, good, just anytime you follow Honky Tonk or predecessor with an and is a good thing. So we're going to do a Merle Haggard song right now. One, in honor of Honky Tonk. Two, in honor of the Hag book I bought last time I was here at Bird and Beckett. And I'm having a great time reading a real live book. Let's do some Honky Tonk, Nighttime Man. Now we even got some honky tonk lighting. I love it. It's the threat of hanky panky. I love it. Woo. I'm a honky tonk nighttime man. I can't stand no light. I'm a honky tonk nighttime man, honey. I can't stand no light. Get my rest in the daytime, do my running round at night. I had the blues this morning, blues all day today. Yeah, Joe. I had the blues this morning, I had them all day today. When that sun goes down, I'll tuck my blues away. I'll tuck him away, Joe. Well, my heart starts racing when that sun starts sinking low. Well, my heart starts racing when that sun starts sinking low. I call up the force of Flint. I said, Tim, I think it's time for us to roll. Let's go, Tim. Honky-tonk nighttime man, I can't stand no light. I'm a honky-tonk nighttime man, honey, I can't stand no light. Get my rest in the daytime, do my running round at night. Get my rest in the daytime, do my running round at night. living up to the sign that's outside. That's a fine honky tonk. All right, let's do that great Win Stewart classic, Another Day, Another Dollar, Joe. Another day, another dollar. Daylight comes, I'm on my way. Another day, another dollar. Working my whole life away. The boss told me I get paid weekly. That's exactly how I'm paid. Another day, another dollar. Working my whole life away. Another day, another dollar. Daylight comes, I'm on my way. Another day, another dollar. Working my whole life away. My family is my Thanksgiving. I love them more and more each day. They're the reason I keep living, working my whole life away. Another day, another dollar. Daylight comes, I'm on my way. Another day, another dollar. Working my whole life away. Joe! Another day, another dollar. Daylight comes, I'm on my way. Another day, another dollar. Working my whole life away. Working my whole life away. Thank you, friends. Some great wins, Stuart. All right, we're going to do a barn shaker right now. Yes. The force of Flint, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Wagar. And yes, man. Tim, let's do this for all the good barns in the Midwest. We're going to do this in its entirety in the key of F, called Going Down That Long, Lonesome Road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm going down that long, lonesome road. I'm going down that long, lonesome road. I'm going down that long, lonesome road, Lord, Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. They feed me on cornbread and beans. They feed me on cornbread and beans. They feed me on cornbread and beans, Lord, Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Joe. Oh, one more time, Joe. Well, I'm going where the water tastes like beer. Well, I'm going where the water tastes like beer. I'm going where the water tastes like beer, Lord, Lord. I'm gonna grab a book and get tuned up at Bird and Beckett. I'm going down that long, lonesome road. I'm going down that long, lonesome road. I'm going down that long, lonesome road, Lord, Lord. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. Yeah, Joe. Joe's so tough he broke a string. Well, Joe's so tough he broke a string. Joe's so tough he broke a string, Lord, Lord. But he's got another neck, so it doesn't mean a thing. Take off, Joe. Well, I'm going down that long, lonesome road. Well, I'm going down that long, lonesome road. I'm going down that long, lonesome road, Lord, Lord. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. No, I ain't gonna be treated this way. Hot damn, thank you, friends. Now, also, Joe, not only is he so tough to break a string, he's going to take that home and use that for dental floss. That's what a badass Joe Goldmark is. I'm telling you, how's he get the tone? He flosses with it. He's like, you have to live it. And he does. That's why he's such a damn good musician. Mr. Joe Goldmark, ladies and gentlemen. I put on my Joe Goldmark-inspired Western shirt today, and I'm sure glad I did. Joe, I'd love to rhinestone that one for you if you let me. Man.
Hey, the Giants won. What do you want?
Good. I love rhinestoning. I listen to Tombstone Every Mile, this great CD box set when I rhinestone. It's good. All righty, friends. What we're gonna do now? So we're gonna do this three-piece rockabilly style with a great Carl Perkins. Now, do we have any Carl Perkins fans today? Hell yeah. Well, let's do some Matchbox. Well, I'm sitting here wondering if a matchbox hold my clothes. Well, I'm sitting here wondering if a matchbox hold my clothes. I ain't got no matches, but I got a long, long way to go. poor boy, I'm a long way from home. I'm an old poor boy, I'm a long, long way from home. It seems I can't be happy, everything I do is wrong. Oh, let's do it right now, here we go. Dog until your big dog comes. Well, let me be your little dog until your big dog comes. When your big dog comes, I'm gonna tell him what this little puppy done. Oh, let's get it now. Oh, how does it go, Joe? Oh, one more time, Joe. Wondering if a matchbox hold my clothes. Well, I'm sitting here wondering if a matchbox hold my clothes. I ain't got no matches, honey, but I got a long, long way to go. I was born in the Southland. It was a long labor. 40 some odd years ago. I ran away for the first time when I was 4 years old. I'm a freeborn man. My home is on my back. Well, I know every inch of highway, every foot of back road, mile of railroad track. Got a girl in Cincinnati. I got a woman in San Antonio. I always love the girl next door, but any place is home. I'm a freeborn man. My home is on my back. Well, I know every inch of highway, every foot of back road, mile of railroad track. Here we go. Worn out guitar, I carry an old tote sack. I hawked it about 200 times, but I always get it back. I'm a freeborn man. My home is on my back. I know every inch of highway, every foot of back road, mile of railroad. Yeah, Joe! But you like the way I'm gone. I'm a freeborn man. My home is on my back. Well, I know every inch of highway, every foot of back road, mile of railroad track. I'm a freeborn man. My home is on my back. I know every inch of highway. Every foot of back road, mile of railroad track. Hot damn, thank you, friends. I appreciate that very much. Joe, that dental floss is sounding good. Well, I have a feeling it will. I've seen you fish with the lines on this, and you've caught some pretty good fish. Well, we're going to stay on our honky tonk theme because not only is honky tonk written on one sign, it's written on two. So, Eric, because you have truth in advertising in stereo, it's time to do our other honky tonk tune, which is the great Johnny Horton, Honky Tonk Man. Well, I'm a honky tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. telephone. Hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Well, I'm a living fast and dangerously, but I've got plenty of company. When the moon comes up and the sun goes down, that's when I want to see the lights of town. 'Cause I'm a honky tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox, but when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone. I'm a, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox, but when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone. Holler, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? A pretty little girl and a jug of wine, that's what it takes to make a honky-tonk mind. The jukebox moaning, the honky-tonk sounds, that's when I want to lay my money down. 'Cause I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox, but when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone, hollering, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Yeah, Joe! Seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox, but when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone, hollering, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Yeah. Thank you, my fellow honky talkers. Yeah. If I forget the words, I'm going to check in with you. Woo! All right. Well, let's get into some Merle Haggard. We're gonna go to one of Merle's really cool albums. It came out in 1980. It was his 36th studio album, and it's called Back to the Bar Rooms. And it's a great album. It really sounds good on it. And it's well, if you've ever just felt just like hell, and you don't want to sober up, this is what this song's all about. It's in the key of D if you're drumming along. It's called I Don't Want to Sober Up Tonight. Starts in the 4. 1, 2. I don't want to sober up tonight. I don't want to act like things are all right. I don't want to change just to make you think I'm happy, but that's all right. I don't want to sober up tonight. I'm in here to get my mind a little hazy. I don't care if all my friends think I'm crazy. The way I treat myself, I might be a little crazy, but that's all right. I don't want to sober up tonight. I'm in here to drown a day of misery. I'm in here to spend one night without a memory. The way I'm drinking now, there won't be any memory, but that's alright. I don't want to sober up tonight. No, I don't want to sober up tonight. I don't want to act like things are alright. I don't want to change just to make you think I'm happy. That's alright. I don't want to sober up tonight. I don't want to sober up tonight. Thank you, friends. That song I recorded on vintage compact disc, which I happen to have 3 different versions of here. And one of the cool things that I wanted to do today is because of this recording, I recorded this song with Joe Goldmark and Eddie Kendrick, former Seducers bass player and Royal Deuces bass player. He's on that album. So if you don't have a copy of the album, as you can tell, we've got quite an array of things you can pick up here. If you don't have a CD player, get it as a souvenir. A CD is a cool souvenir. You can like put it on the wall. You can talk about it. You know, young folks say, "What is that?" You've got their attention for at least 7.5 minutes. And I'm a fan of the album experience too. I really believe in that. So if we take a break, you probably will, but I don't like to. You can pick one up from me, and you can hear Eddie Kendrick singing that song on Joe on Steel, which is pretty badass on vintage compact disc. All right, let's do a guitar song by the great Joe Maphis, one called The Rockin' Gypsy, in honor of Larry Collins. And of course, the force of Flint, Tim Wagar. Well, you'll happen to notice that I have some trucking hats available, which means I think it's high time we do a trucking song, Joe. Don't worry, I don't charge extra for the pomade. This is the floor model. You can talk to me about it after the show. Let's do the Nitro Express, where we do some good trucking music. 1, 2, a 1, 2. Well, I was pulling up a grade that was known as the Devil's Crest. Hauling 36 ton on a rig called the Nitro Express. There was nothing but curves running from the top on down. And at the bottom of the grade sat a quiet little country town. Well, she was driving off the top when she jarred and the drive shaft broke. Started pumping up the brakes, saw him go up in a big cloud of smoke. To keep her upright, I knew I had to do my best. Fighting with the wheel of a rig called the Nitro Express. Well, there was 36 ton of a detonated steel, over 18 tires that smoked and squealed. Had to ride her down and I couldn't jump free. There'd be a big hole where that little town used to be. Took another curve. My hands started sweating. I knew I was losing my nerve. I was cussing every rock and every inch of the Devil's Crest. Fighting with the wheel of a rig called the Nitro Express. Yeah, there was 36 ton of a detonated steel, over 18 tires that smoked and squealed. Had to ride her down and I couldn't jump free. There'd be a big hole where that little town used to be. Yeah, Joe. Swiped a mountain, thought I'd slow her down by rubbing the side. When the sparks started flying, it looked like the 4th of July. I finally got her stopped, but Eric, I'm gonna confess, well, that's the last one I'm making on a rig called the Nitro Express. Well, there was 36 ton of a detonated steel, over 18 tires that smoked and squealed. Had to ride her down and I couldn't jump free. Be a big hole where that little town used to be. Thank you, friends. Some fine trucking music. Well, you know, Joe, since we're hauling a double trailer, we got to do a double set of trucking songs. How about some Tombstone Every Mile, Paul? All right. All right, I love doing this one with Joe. It's a call and a response. It's a trucking song all the way from the likes of Maine. 1, 2, 1. All you big and burly men who roll the trucks along, better listen, you'll be thankful when you hear my song. You have really got it made if you're hauling goods any place on earth but those Haynesville woods. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never, ever, ever seen a smile. If they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em all, there'd be a tombstone every mile. When you're loaded with potatoes and you're headed down, you've got to drive the woods to get to Boston town. When it's winter up in Maine, better check it over twice. That Haynesville road is just a ribbon of ice. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never, ever, ever seen a smile. If they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em all, there'd be a tombstone every mile. When you're talking to a trucker that's been hauling goods down that stretch of road in Maine they call the Haynesville woods, he'll tell you that dying and going down below, well, ain't as half as bad as driving that road of ice and snow. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never, ever, ever seen a smile. If they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em all, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Thank you, friends. Let's do another truck driving song. This is a ghost story of a song that I learned from my mom around the campfire as a teenager, which is where I thought everybody learned ghost trucking songs until I got a little older. I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck. Things didn't work out all that well, and I was down on my luck. I got tired of roaming and bumming around, so I started thumbing east back towards my hometown. I made a lot of miles the first couple of days, and I figured, heck, I'd be home in a week if my luck held out that way. But on the third night, I got stranded at a lonely crossroads. The rain was pouring down. I was hungry, freezing, caught a chill when the lights of a big semi topped the hill. Lord, I sure was glad to hear those air brakes come on, and I climbed up into that cab where I knew it'd be warm. At the wheel sat a big man. He weighed about 210. He stuck out his hand. He said with a grin, "Big Joe's the name," and I told him mine. And he said the name of my rig is Phantom 309. Well, I asked him why he called his rig such a name. He just looked at me and he smiled. He said, "Son, This old Mac can put 'em all to shame. You know, there ain't a driver out there running any line that's seen nothing but taillights from Phantom 309. So we rode and we talked the better part of a night till the lights of a truck stop came into sight. He looked over and he said, "I'm sorry, son, but this is as far as you go, 'cause I gotta make a turn a little ways on up the road." Well, he tossed me a dime as he throwed it low and said, "Here, have yourself a hot cup on old Big Joe." Big Joe and his rig roared out into the night. Man, and nothing flat was clean out of sight. Well, I went in, sat down, and ordered me a cup. Mentioned to the waiter, I said, "Hey, you know, Big Joe's setting me up." You could have heard a pin drop. Got deathly quiet. The waiter's face turned kind of white. "Did I say something wrong?" I said with a halfway grin. No, he just looked at me and he said, "You know, this happens every now and then. You see, son, every driver in here knows Big Joe. But let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago. You know, out there on the crossroads where you flagged him down, there was a busload of kids coming to town. They were right at the top of the hill when Big Joe crested. Would have been slaughter, but he turned his wheels. Big Joe lost control and went into a skid. And he gave his life to save those bunch of kids. So out there was the end of the line for Big Joe and Phantom 309. But every now and then, like you, some hiker will come by. Big Joe? Yeah. He'll give him a ride. Here. Have yourself another hot cup. Forget about the dime. You should just keep it as a souvenir. Big Joe and Phantom 309. Thank you, friends. Good red Sovine number. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do one more in this set because it's traditional that we take a break here. Even though I don't like to take breaks if we have too much fun. And come pick up a book or some merchandise or fraternize. We've got a whole other setup. I'm making the debut performance, for better or for worse, of my banjo here at Beckett for the second set. I did not talk this over with Joe, but that's okay. So, friends, let's do one about that bandana right there. That is of my favorite form of currency, a $2 bill. And that's a good souvenir from today, too. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. And I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Papa writes to Johnny, Johnny can't come home. Johnny can't come home, no, Johnny can't come home. Papa writes to Johnny, Johnny can't come home. He's been on the chain gang too long. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. go home. Want to go home, boys, want to go home. Homesick and lonesome, and I want to go home. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Yeah, Joe. Oh, keep it going, Joe. Joe Goldmar. Oh, hit it, Joe. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Yes, I'm on my long journey home. Yeah. Thank you, friends. We're going to take a quick breather right now. I encourage y'all to stick around and hear what we got for the second set and come on up and say howdy to us. We'll be right here.
Thanks, man.
And you. Oh, man, I'm loving this.
Short break, man. They like us to stop.
wonderful, Tim. Sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let me know if you want me to respray that for you.
Vintage.
Oh, yes. Here at Bird and Beckett. Eric, this is a blast, man. I love bringing this down here. Friends, this group will be back here in November. So there's plenty of time to plan in advance. Even somebody like me who's not good at planning will still plan on that. So we'll be back here second Sunday of November with this lineup. It'll be pretty bitchin'. So we're going to kick it off right now with a Joe Goldmark original that I never get tired of playing with Joe. One that he wrote, The Wacky Walk. Mr. Joe Goldmark on the wacky walk.
Aren't these guys back here terrific?
This is why we do this. For a thing when it happens like that.
And you two are the harmony, Mitch.
Well, thank you, Joe. Fortunately, there we go. You know what? We did that song for you. Let's do a song for the lovely Miss Diane right now. And no matter what show you are at, I will always sing this for you. Let's go to the key of C, Joe. Well, that sounded like the key of F flat. Well, there's one in Port Costa. There we go. I think Joe is going to find it. There we go. At my door, the leaves are falling. A cold, wild wind will blow. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. Oh, I go out on a party just to have a little fun, but I find it dark and cold, 'cause I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. Well, I see them everywhere. Well, I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. Well, I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we'd begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Well, I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we'd begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Yes, I still miss someone. For the lovely Miss Diane. Our pleasure. Joe, well, we're in that honky tonk vein. Tim Wagar and I love to do this one, and he suggests it, and I hear on all my other shows, I wish that you were here, and now that wish has come true for some Set 'em Up Joe. Got a vintage vintage Victrola 1951, full of my favorite records that I grew up on. They got old Hank and Lefty and there's B-24. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before, playing E.T. and I'll play him some more. I gotta have a shot of those old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. All my Bird and Beckett neighbors, they like what I play. So glad you do. They heard it every night since you went away. Every day they replace old B-24. Every night I run a needle through Walking the Floor. Every night I run a needle through Walking the Floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before, playing E.T. and I'll play him some more. I gotta have a shot of those old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the I'm gonna spend the night like every night before, playing E.T. and I'll play him some more. I gotta have a shot of those old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Yeah, Joe. Tim, it's better than we imagined it. When we play this tomorrow night, we'll be thinking of you, Joe. We'll be at the saloon, and there'll be a moment, and I'll be like, all right, we'll do it, and we'll think of Joe. Friends, I'm going to do 2 more on guitar, and then I'm going to finish up with the banjo. But I thought I'd do another barn shaker that was taught to me by my guitar teacher, Steve Sage, in 1999, and I'm still learning it. One called the Sugarfoot Rag. It's in the key of G. And it's, when I played there in England, I had a backing band, and I looked at the guys' notes. They had taken really good notes on all the tunes, and there's all these different tempo markings. And Paul, you'll appreciate this. Under Sugarfoot Rags, it's key of G. The tempo, fucking fast. That was the guy's note to himself.
That's my note.
Like, all right, this guy did his homework, and he played it really well. So let's do, in the key of G, Sugarfoot Rag. old Sugarfoot Rag, hot damn. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, after that, let's catch our breath on a real pretty one. Let's slow it down to a waltz. Well, that last one is purely speculation there, Joe. Yes, you're right. Two wasn't fast enough. I know. I held back on that one, and I shouldn't have. But oh well. Let's do a waltz, and I think we got time for a couple of banjo numbers. Yeah. Let's do Yesterday's Wine in the key of F, fellas. Miracles can happen in the strangest of places. Fancy meeting you here. The last time I saw you was just out of Houston. Sit down, let me buy you a beer. Your presence is welcome with me and my friends here. This is a hangout of mine. We come here quite often and listen to music, partaking in yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine, we're yesterday's wine, aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine, we're yesterday's aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Joe Goldmark, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell by your appearance that you're widely traveled. I bet you've seen things in your time. So sit down beside me, tell me your story. If you think you'll like yesterday's wine, Yesterday's wine. We're yesterday's wine. Aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. We're yesterday's wine. Aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Man, we took a trip and never left the farm. Joe, thank you, man. Wow, it was beautiful. Yeah. All right, I didn't want to keep that thought just in my head while I looked at Joe. You know, I've always been a belief if sing praises while we're all still here. That's a good thing. All right, I think, and I say that now before I pick up the banjo, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up the banjo now, and we're going to see what happens with that. Speaking of singing praises, Eric Whittington. There is always something cool going on at Bird and Beckett, and it's never the same thing, you know. And we walk in here and we're transported to a different world. Eric, thank you for giving us this venue. We love it and appreciate it. And friends, this works because you choose to show up. And I do realize it's a choice, you know, but the fact that you choose to support professional live music in a professional live bookstore is a really, really cool thing, you know. And the more I travel, the more places I play, more players I play with, stuff like this, it's always cool, and it's so unique. It's so unique. And that I get to come home and call this the San Francisco Bay Area, you know, the place where I live, and to know that there's places like Bird and Beckett, like, you know, I can call up and within 20 minutes, a world-class band is sitting right here. Man, it's pretty lucky. We get to play for you. That's the best part of it.
Mitch is becoming a big deal in the whole, actually international scene. He goes and plays in Spain a lot, in England, and different places, different festivals in this country too. Luckily, we don't have to go with him, but he has a band wherever he goes.
Which makes me appreciate this band even more. They're good players, but this is really special here. I love this. I'm gonna put my pager down here, Joe. When I was little, my dad got a pager for work, and my dad was quite the storyteller. If you ever wondered where I get all this from, my dad, he's like, "Boys, my brother and I, I'm a spy. You can't tell anybody." Like, whoa. I was probably like 9. My brother was 7, and my dad he kept the bit going. You know, the pager drove. It's like, "Dad, why does the phone ring?" "Different line. It's a spy line. I'll be right back." And there was a phone in the basement, and he would go down to the basement just for the bit. He'd call up. He was a project manager, and you know, he would talk. He'd take care of business. He'd come up. He's like, "Everything's fine. You can have dessert." You know, something like that. And he kept it going for like, you know, I don't know. I was probably 11, and I by the time I was about 11 and a half, I kind of knew what was going on, but I loved the bit so much that I didn't want to not believe that my dad was a spy. So every time I put on this wireless, it reminds me of my dad, who was, you know, quite the quite the genius when it came to making up stories. Turn my pager on, Joe. There we go. My pager's on. All right. Eric, have we ever had a 5-string banjo at Bird and Beckett before? It could be the last, but there's always got to be a first. I tune because I still want to continue to play with Joe after this. Joe, I'm going to see if I'm so manly enough to break a string here like you did. Well, Eric, the real reason I wanted to bring this here is, I know that this is a jazz-centric place, and, jazz players will play 1,000 chords over 3 notes. Now, what I'm going to do, Eric, is I'm going to take 3 notes, 3 chords, and play 1,000 notes over them. Completely reverse the situation. So let's do it with the old Flint Hill Special, gentlemen. The Flint Hill Special. Tim, this is for you, and friends, you're part of history. The first time a banjo has been played at Bird and Beckett. Maybe the last. Depends on how word gets out. Here's a Flint Hill Special. That's as close as I get to a pedal steel guitar player, Joe. Thank you, friends. Joe, we'll only do one more banjo tune, and that's it. It's okay? Okay, we'll still do one more. All right. Let's do Cluck Old Hand. This is like a halftime Wayland deal. Okay. good old hand. She lays eggs for the railroad man. Sometimes one, sometimes two, sometimes enough for the whole damn crew. Cluck old hand, pecking and scratching and giving me a grin. Cluck old hand, lay one more egg for me and my kin. Oh, hit it, Joe. My old hand, she cackles a lot. Cackles when it's cold, cackles when it's hot. Cackles in May, cackles in June. Cackles every time I sing this tune. Cluck old hand, pecking and scratching and giving me a grin. Cluck old hand, lay one more egg for me and my kin. That's some barnyard funk right there. Thank you, friend. Well, doggone it, we've gone past 7 o'clock. So I'm going to leave you smiling with the banjo. Thank you, Eric, for bringing this band in here. Friends, thank you for coming. Put it in your calendar for November. This is the next time this particular band is going to be back here at Bird and Beckett. And I wouldn't be here at all at this venue or playing in the best honky tonk band ever if it weren't for Joe Goldmark. I wouldn't know Paul Ravelli if it weren't for Joe Goldmark. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Ravelli. My Midwestern brother, the force of Flint, Tim Wagar. You can catch me around the Bay Area. I'm easy to find if you look for me. Website, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. I'll be there. If I don't get back to you, don't worry. It takes me a little while. It's nothing personal. So, I'm glad you could be here today. Thank you for coming and supporting live music. We'll see you later on down the tracks. Good night, friends.
Thank you all for coming out. Mitch Polzak and the Royal Deuces.
Thanks, Joe. Really appreciate you. You guys, second Sunday in November, if you want to put that on your calendars. Good to me. This is such a kick-ass band. It's over too quick.
Second Sunday. We should have done Eastbound and Down.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
That.
Good to see you again, too.
That's daylight savings time. The second no, the second Sunday's the 10th. First Sunday's the 3rd. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, the 10th. I'll do it if you're doing it. No pressure.
You show me yours.
Yeah, no pressure. That's fun, Joe. Nice.
This time, Mitch Polzak is.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So sorry that I didn't bring my phone either.
have been a surf beat.
This is most
A which?
A surf beat.
A surf beat.
It was a trucking tune.
Oh.
Nitro Express.
Nitro Express.
Oh,
Yeah, that was.
let me have a listen to that.
I'll be careful.
Sorry.
You stay healthy too.
Well, with Mitch, you never know what's coming. So
I don't.
who the
Yeah,
hell
I
knows?
know.
But I'm just saying maybe.
I will have a listen. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what?
Is that on his list?
Let's do that for the next this show. We'll put together a set list.
Yeah.
You know, just
That's the surf beat, right? Is that what it is?
I'll have to listen to it.
Nitro Express is a surf beat on the B part, and then straight eights on a closed hi hat on an A part.
Okay.
So like,
Apologies.
no, it's
I
all
didn't
good.
see that one coming. Sorry.
I didn't see it coming either till we did it. But
That's great though. Great. Jeez.
nice job on the Barnyard Funk too, Paul.
Ah, thanks.
That's yeah. I've never played the banjo through the Club 12. This thing kicks.
Yeah. The equalizer.
This thing made it through Burning Man when I played up there.
Insane, man. It's
Yeah.
insane. Can you operate it on a battery or something?
No, I ran it on a generator.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We were on one of the big stages there, so they had quite a bit of stuff.
Nice.
And then I did a couple of smaller shows at like different camps,
Sure.
and this thing was just like it survived.
Of course.
You know?
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Want your case?
Oh yes, please. Thank you, Tim. I'm so glad we did Wacky Walk today too.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job on that.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you do any of those with National Honeymoon. I don't want to do them in this band, but do you do what other of your tunes do you do in that band?
We're still getting to that. Sleepwalk's about the only one
Okay.
at the moment.
How's that go? Sleepwalk. Speaking of sleepwalk, I worked with Anthony Paul on Saturday.
very
night
much
up at
fun.
the,
Eric, this was awesome, man.
At the place that
I
used to be
cannot
called Mac,
wait for
19
the
Broadway.
November
Max,
one,
it's
man.
called.
Randy
Randy McDonald hired me for
Yeah.
the job.
Yeah,
So it
We're
was Anthony,
gonna build it up for
Randy,
sure.
Mike Emerson. It was a fun time. It was kind of pokey.
Funny, I just been thinking about giving him a call just to say hi.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a bit either.